So yeah, hey, many people started asking the question which I was expecting you guys to ask a bit earlier, but it's okay, it's fine. You started asking the question, the basic principles and procedures to be followed in order to get that muscular mass, to increase the body mass, to be huge, right? So we have discussed in many more videos, I mean like many previous videos on how to lose that body fat, on how to stay shredded, on how to lose the weight, right? But those are off charts now. I see many boys being very inappropriately lean for their ages, and it's like kind of disturbing to see that. Because okay, let's leave all that aside now. I'm going to be telling you guys 2 to 3 minor and major principles and procedures to be followed throughout your day in case you want to increase that body mass, muscular mass, and staying huge, right? So I want you guys to stay till the end of the video, because there are going to be minute details which you guys might want to note it down, that in case if you miss it, it might ruin your definition of your entire body. Yeah, so yeah, stay till the end. Yeah, as I said earlier, we're going to be talking about 2 major things to increase your body mass. Number 1 is food, and number 2 is workout. So number 1, talking about the food, it's not like any other food that you'll have to eat to increase your body mass. There are particular amounts of food that you'll have to break down the entire amount of food, the lump sum of food, into smaller meals throughout the day. I'll recommend you take 4 to 5 meals throughout the day, not like huge meals, but break them out into smaller ones. Like smaller meals should contain a particular amount of proteins, minerals, carbohydrates, obviously good fats. You should not be concentrating only on proteins or only on carbohydrates or only on fats. Like you'll have to split every content to take inside your body to increase that body mass. So talking about protein-rich foods, you can always go with eggs, shawarmas. Who doesn't love shawarmas? And in case if you're a vegan, you can always go with a handful of sprouts, chickpeas, nuts. Nuts, they definitely do help in gaining your mass. So when to take all of these is the more prior content regarding the food. So talking about the irregular intervals, taking the food in regular intervals, you can always go with a handful of sprouts as soon as you wake up, of course after you brush, and drink a regular sized glass of warm water, and then take the handful of sprouts. It's gonna give that protein boost directly to your body and into your blood vessels, and it's gonna pump that muscle mass. Like after you've taken the sprouts, like after 1 or 2 hours, you can take your breakfast, and your breakfast can include anything, but make sure you add the vital content you need, right? Like maybe carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, fats, good fats, definitely good fats. And you can go with cereals, but make sure you include at least 3 to 4 egg whites. Also, you can take 1 or 2 eggs with the yellow in it. Like, don't just plump all those yellows into you. Yellows have that fat, good fat, but more of those good fat is going to result in increase in amount of cholesterol. So make sure you control that. So always you can include 3 to 4 egg whites. That's good for the breakfast. So yeah, you took your breakfast around 7 to 8, let's say, and it's almost around 11 to 12. So make sure you grab a handful of nuts, right? Protein enriched nuts like cashews, almonds, walnuts, dry grapes, whatever it is, just grab a handful and like sit and chew around doing your work. It's before even you could realize, it's gonna pump that protein content into your blood, and it's going to increase gradually the protein content in your body before even you realize, without doing anything, literally anything. So lunch, pack your lunch with rice, carbohydrates, definitely. Rice has that carbohydrate content which is going to give you the good fat you need, but make sure you don't fill your stomach beyond 75%, because that's going to make you feel a bit lazy, a bit worn out, or you know, it's eventually going to put you to sleep. So yeah, just take the rice, veggies, greens, whatever you need. It's going to just give you the good carbohydrates, and of course not only carbohydrates, you will have to add vegetables, greens to increase the vitamin and mineral supportive content as well. And you can add anything you want, anything you love to add in your snack time. It doesn't matter, like just try to cut down the sugar, you know, it's gonna give you the bad fat. All right, so like moving on to the dinner time. So during dinner, in case if you're a morning person, you can work out in the mornings. In case if you don't have time in the mornings, you can always push your workouts towards the evening, like before the dinner. Now heavily during the before dinner, and during dinner I would suggest you to take some egg whites and maybe one or two LOs, and definitely a bit of a rice, like just about a small bowl, like this much of rice is like more than enough. Because you just realize that after the dinner you're not going to pretty much do anything that's going to give that much work to your physical body, right? You're just going to go like lay on the bed, like chill, relax, and sleep, eventually sleep. So you're not going to give that physical work to your body, and your body has to spend more temperature on digesting it. So make sure you like go light on your dinner basis. So being done with the food, let's move on to the workout plans. So there's just this one simple trick or principle that you might want to follow during your workout times to increase the body fat, right? So you want to increase your body mass, you want to increase that muscle mass. So what kind of a workout plan you need to properly give the definition as well as the size you need to your muscle to showcase your size? And it's pretty simple. Like, there are only two types of workout modes that people need to sculpt our body according to our wishes, right? So workout type number one is less weights and more repetitions. People focus on this particular workout mode in case if they want to cut down the body fat, in case they want to go shredded, in case they want to lose weight. So remember, less weight and more repetitions is for reduction. Oh, and the second workout mode is for the people who want to increase that muscle mass. You'll have to concentrate on the food diet, which I told you guys earlier in this video, and on the workout modes that I'm going to instruct you now. And it's again pretty simple. You just will have to increase the amount of weight you take or you add in the workout routine, and you'll have to go down with the number of repetitions you do in that particular workout. Okay, imagine you are pumping your bicep today in your workout, and you're doing this bicep curls, and you're doing it with the 10 kilo dumbbell. You might want to increase one or two on your weight routine, like you might want to lift 12.5 kilo dumbbell the next time you work out your bicep, because the first time you worked out your bicep curls with the 10 kilo dumbbell, this particular bicep muscle is going to have that muscle memory to focus on the work and the physical amount of torture you gave to that muscle, right? So next time, if you're not going to increase the weight, it's just going to follow that particular muscle memory it had the first time. So the result, unfortunately, there's going to be no progress in your muscle size. So I would suggest you to increase or show some progression in the weights, the amount of weights you take every week, focusing on a particular muscle group.